guys a little later.
Okay, take care. Me too. It's a follow-up to the message I started last week, actually 2 weeks ago. Let's do a quick recap. Now, I based today's message and the previous one on the book, You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. Now, Jen tells us this in her introduction. We need smart people with huge hearts and creative minds to manifest all the wealth, resources, and support they need to make their difference in the world. We need people to feel happy and fulfilled in love so they don't take their shit out on themselves and other people and the planet and our animal friends. We need to be surrounded by people who radiate self-love and abundance so we don't program future generations with gnarly beliefs like money's bad and I'm not good enough and I can't live the way I want to live. We need kick-ass people to be out of struggle and living large and on purpose so they can be an inspiration to others who want to rise up too. Are you one of those people? I try to be, and as part of Unity, I think to a large degree, you are. Now, we came to a conclusion 2 weeks ago that if you're a Jen Sincero badass, which you likely are if you're watching or listening to the Zoom broadcast, that you are living by the 5 basic Unity principles. Here they are, just as a brief reminder. God is good, present everywhere. Spirit of God is within each of us. We create our experiences by what we choose to think. We align with God and access our purpose through prayer, meditation. The truth we know is the truth we live. So today I'm going to begin my message by talking to you about the Unity theme for August, which Wilda mentioned. It's acceptance. I release resistance and experience acceptance. And then I'll close with Jen Sincero's 10 secrets to being a badass. Sound good? All right. So what do I mean by acceptance and releasing resistance? Well, acceptance involves allowing, consenting to receive or undertake something. It's avoiding thinking of situations as good or bad and simply seeing them for what they are, neutral. Then we have releasing resistance. That's surrender, letting go of what, how, when, and who. It means the divine is in charge anyway, so when we surrender, we give up the obstacles we are putting in the way by trying to take control of divine hands and taking it all to ourselves. Now, in the daily word reading we heard from Bonnie just a few minutes ago, we learned about this resistance. God's love and goodness flow through my life like a river that can never run dry. To receive, I must let go and let the awareness of God flow through me. Like the operator of a dam, I can create resistance and stop the flow of water from coming through, or I can create an opening and allow the water out. Mike Dooley, one of my favorite authors on spirituality, in his book, A Beginner's Guide to Universe, Uncommon Ideas for Living an Unusually Happy Life, says this about allowing. If you can allow yourself to learn what there is to learn from wherever you now are, rather than resist, you'll greatly accelerate your dreamed of transformation. Ask, yet expect. Surrender, yet prepare, and miracles will abound. Yeshua ben Joseph, more commonly known as Jesus of Nazareth, said this in the Yeshua Letters, a book by J.M. We're actually studying the book, The Way of the Heart by J.M. with Catherine Bro every Wednesday. No effort is required to enter the kingdom. Allowing is the key to the doorway beyond the dream of the dreamer. We're the dreamers. Awakening requires a receptiveness, and this can only occur in the attitude of allowing. You must push out the borders of your mind. That is why we tell you to allow. Allow is to be, even if it does not fit into your current perceptions. Now, in his essay on acceptance on the Unity website, Reverend Bill Englehart writes, acceptance sounds like an easy concept to adopt. It takes little effort to feel spiritual when life unfolds according to our desires and wishes, right? We may even say we feel in tune with life and affirm all is unfolding in divine order, all is right in the universe. Yet as soon as things start to take a turn in another direction, or when something hits the fan, or not necessarily a wrong direction, but a different direction, this concept becomes very challenging, doesn't it? To be clear, before we can be in a state of acceptance, we have to release our resistance to whatever circumstance triggered resistance in the first place. In fact, we can use resistance to our advantage as a spiritual practice. If we perceive resistance, we can free ourselves from it. Resistance is not just how we sometimes deal with the big situations in life. It's a habit that shows up in all things, big and small. Resistance is like being entombed. We are in darkness and cannot clearly focus on right action. Acceptance is rolling away the stone of resistance with peace of mind illuminating our consciousness. We can then go forth into the light to do what is ours to do. Now, earlier this week, I decided that I needed a sunshade roller blind for our back porch. You see, the eastern sun is too bright and hot in the morning when I like to have my coffee and read my inspirational literature outside, sitting there. So I went online and I found the perfect one at Home Depot. But then I found out that it was only available in the United States. I went on the wrong website, .com instead of .ca. But I was in a state of acceptance. So I opened the dam, released my resistance, and continued looking. But I couldn't quite find the right product. So I decided to compromise and get one that was maybe a little narrower than the one that I needed. It was at Home Hardware. But then I noticed it was out of stock online, and that the only one available in a store that was close to me was in Tillsonburg, of all places. But I surrendered, called the Tillsonburg store, asked them to hold it for me. I planned to drive the 45 minutes to that Stompin' Tom Connor's back-aching town to pick up the blind the next day. No problem, said Diane in Tillsonburg Home Depot customer service. It's listed as in stock, but just let me check to make sure we have it. Guess what? She couldn't find it anywhere. I was SOL. But I rolled back the stone of resistance, left the tomb of darkness for the light of acceptance of what is. And that is no roller shade blind for Tony this year. Not yet. Now, what does Joan Sincero think about this acceptance and allowing, about the surrendering and releasing? Well, in her chapter on Remember to Surrender, she says this: when we want something so badly and are working tirelessly to get it, if we don't surrender, we end up pushing it away instead. There comes a point when we need to hand the job over to the universe. This doesn't mean that we give up or discontinue taking action. This means we let go energetically, releasing that kung fu grip, and create some space for what we want to come to us. It's about allowing instead of forcing. It's about releasing and trusting that if it's in alignment with our life's purpose, it will come back to us. Or that something or someone even more perfect will come in its place. It's about surrendering and letting the universe do its thing while holding faith that our highest desire will come into our lives. Doubt is resistance, while faith is surrender. Worry is resistance, while joy is surrender. Control is resistance. Allowing is surrender. So you see, to be a real badass, you have to remember to surrender. Okay, now for Jen's 10 secrets to being a badass. This is what she says. Play dumb. Question negative thoughts and beliefs until you arrive at the truth. Because you see, we live in an infinite and abundant universe. Once you interrogate your negative stories, bust them as the tired old imposters that they are, and then replace them with new awesome stories, also known as the truth, you can transform your reality. Leap large. Treat fear as a welcome sign that you're on the right track. Take risks all the time, big, hairy, scary ones. Now, we find that we need to take an intuitive hit to do something scary. Run straight towards it before the excuses start seeping in. Risk failure. Risk looking stupid, losing money, getting rejected, being unpopular. That sound familiar? Do whatever it takes to follow your heart. It's that crucial moment when you must decide between leaping into the void or staying put in your comfy mediocrity that defines your reality. Listen to your daddy. Now, the word desire, literally means of the Father. Neat, huh? Your desires are part of a package. They are what make you uniquely who you are, and they are what you were put on this planet to live out. This is why doing what you should do instead of what you love, or why feeling stuck or clueless or playing small is so painful. It's blocking the expression of your very nature from coming through. Now, if you're not clear on what you want to do, get quiet. Seek counsel from your gut. Take the next right feeling steps and look for answers as they reveal themselves. The more authentically you live your life, the happier, more successful you will be. Pay attention, please. Focus, focus, focus. And then focus some more. The majority of overwhelm, exhaustion, confusion, and waking up in the middle of the night feeling like someone parked a Buick on your chest is due to the focus on that which empowers you. It's the lack of focus. When you learn to focus on the present moment, on the task at hand, you not only offer yourself the opportunity to enjoy it more and be more productive, but you keep overwhelm at bay. So practice being fully present, as Eckhart Tolle tells us. Snooze not, lose not. Start now. Whatever it is you desire to create, start now. Don't wait for the perfect time or till you're 100% ready, or you're looking thinner, or you're fully confident or positive it'll work, or until you have all the money you need gathered into a nice little pile. Book it, post it, sell it, buy it, write it. Call him or her, get out of your head and into the game. Go to the spiritual gym. Create a workout routine for your mindset. Your mindset is a muscle, and in order to live large and in charge, you gotta stay in shape, right? Read, study, listen to something inspirational every single solitary day. I mean it. Breathe deeply and often. Meditate daily. Hone, listen to, and trust your intuition. Surround yourself with people who inspire the crap out of you. Say affirmations. Be grateful for what you have and for what you're creating. Give freely and often. Thanks, compliments, gifts, good thoughts, resources, encouragement, tips, favors, money, love. Receive gratefully. Get in the flow. Expect the best. Do your best. Become the world heavyweight champion of productivity. Do or die. Never give up. The number one thing most people attribute to their success is tenacity. Never giving up, sticking like glue until you do. Once you decide on something, demand of yourself and the universe that your choice will be manifested. Never, ever give up, especially when it seems most impossible. It's that extra shove at the 11th hour that really makes the difference. Ask, and ye shall receive. Get clear on the specifics of what you desire and then ask. Ask your intuition for guidance. Ask for help, resources, ideas, and support from your fellow humans. Ask the universe to make it manifest repeatedly until it appears. Ask yourself to be big, bold, and brave until you achieve it. Go from hoping to asking, and ye shall receive. Believe big. Trust your heart, not your eyes. We've been trained to believe it when we see it. But transforming your life is all about believing it first and then seeing it, just like Wayne Dyer told us. If you want to change your reality, believe in the vision you have for your life instead of whatever contrary evidence may be surrounding you at the moment. Respect your imagination. Ignore doubt. Listen to your heart, not your eyes. You and only you are the boss of you. You can do anything you set your mind to. Oops. There we go. Enjoy the ride. Number 10. Notice the awesomeness everywhere. Observe the sky. Think about someone you love. Stare at a flower. Savor the taste of a peach. I did that earlier this week. Write a love note to your bed. Thank your body for hauling you around every day. Pet a puppy. Hang out with people who make you wet your pants laughing. Remember, you can change your reality on a dime simply by shifting your perspective. Make the conscious choice to notice that which brings you joy. So in summary, my friends, have fun, experience joy, play in the zone, free and unrestrained. Surrender, accept, allow, release resistance, and above all, enjoy the ride. Live your life as the badass that you are. Let us now prepare for meditation. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and relax. Take another deep breath, calm your monkey mind as best you can. We will initially do a guided meditation and then go into silence. Today's meditation is based on acceptance from Silent Unity. Let my words be yours. I allow my mind to relax and become still. I take a big breath in. I exhale gently. I repeat. I slow my breathing with each breath. I release tension, negative thoughts. I focus on my heart. I am centered, relaxed, and at peace. I release resistance and experience acceptance. I acknowledge what is. I embrace acceptance. I allow people, circumstances, and situations to be simply as they are. My oneness with God assures me of my good. I consciously choose to drop all resistance. I recognize what is present without judgment. I make peace with my emotions, allowing them to be as they are. With no judgment or blame, I take ownership and responsibility for my emotional well-being. It is not tied to other people, circumstances, or outcomes. Acceptance brings me peace. Relinquishing control, I embrace uncertainty and take comfort. Trust and faith keep me steady and secure as I let life flow and unfold. Guided by wisdom and discernment, I know when and how to act. I am flexible, adaptable. I surrender. My heart is free of resistance. I now quietly meditate on releasing and allowing. I am accepting and I am free. I affirm my highest good as I accept and allow life's changing experiences. And so it is. Amen.
So thank you very much today, Tony, for that just great talk. There was so much to take away from that today and in every area of our life. And yeah, thank you. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. And just listening to you, I was able to think about a few areas where I could just release and allow. So today, we remind you that Tithely is available for your contributions, and we would like to just take this moment to thank everyone for their continued tithes and gifts to your spiritual community. We all continue to be prosperous. That is how the flow of prosperity works. As you give, so shall you receive. And so the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yay, God.
God is. Yes.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now, with every step I take. Let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And so all of you Unity of London badasses, this week as you go forth, remember to surrender, have fun, experience joy, and play in the zone. Have a great week.
Thank you, Wilda.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
thank you, Wilda.
Thank you.
I
And thank
gotta
you,
run,
Tony. That was
guys.
phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
Great.
Never heard of a
That was really
sermon
great.
called Are You a Badass?
I love it.
Tony, you impressed the crap out of me.
And so say all of us.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Tony, you mentioned a book in the very beginning of your talk there. Can you tell us that title again, please, and the author?
Oh, everything was based on the book You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero.
Yeah, but you mentioned a book, something about the universe. It was
Oh,
in the very
okay.
beginning.
Yeah. That was by Mike Dooley. A beginner's guide.
Okay.
A beginner's guide to the universe.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah, that was awesome. Created some good giggles.
Yeah. I always
think
run
of
it
that,
by
Greg?
Bonnie first, just to make sure that I don't screw it up.
I could feel you, Pauline.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Aw,
No, it's great. No resistance, right?
no resistance.
No resistance. That's it. And I really want to invite anybody that wants to join us on our Wednesday morning class. It is pretty darn amazing. Anybody in that class want to do a quick testimonial? Yeah, Bonnie. Oh, you're muted, hun.
Yeah, unmute yourself, Bon.
It's an awesome group.
Sorry about that.
Yes, I would highly recommend this group. We're a bunch of keeners for sure.
We're badass, aren't we, Bon?
Yeah, we are. But I have to say, this book study group, with the words of Yeshua ben Joseph, have been very profound for me. It has sort of altered my perception of Jesus, and brought me to the authenticity of Yeshua ben Joseph's teachings at the time and how eternal they are. And, you know, you don't even have to have the book. You can simply, like, we read out loud, and so you can listen and get a tremendous amount out of this this program. So I think we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, done.
Done. Yeah. Yeah, I
Bonnie,
noticed.
you had mentioned at one point that you thought that you could get that book online in audio. Is that true?
Amber, I have not forgotten that, and I have been looking for you.
Okay.
I cannot find it. And the thing is, it's referred to a number of times in the book, but I have been on the internet and I can't find it anywhere. But we'd still love to have you back, Amber, and just have you listen.
Maybe we could take turns recording a chapter
Oh, yeah.
and send it.
Well, there
to-
you go.
Let
Yeah.
me take a look, Bonnie. Let me take a look, because I was looking at some other stuff, and I think maybe if you go directly to his website or something, you might
I did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, I love the idea. We could all take a chapter and just record it for Amber.
Oh.
Yes.
So for those of you who
others
don't,
who